You know, we come here in 1998.
I've been with the church about 4.5 years.
I've been essential for about 3 years.
My wife had been visiting some other churches, and she had invited me to visit this one church with her, and of course I went, and I didn't like what I saw. So I was out of it for several months, and then I was invited to attend. So I attended, and when I got there, I heard Pastor Singletary speak, and I was impressed with the word, with how he delivered the word and his interpretation of the word. So I said, hey, I finally run into a preacher who knows more of the word than I do.
I heard about this church when I was pregnant with my daughter. I had been attending another church that I decided not to attend any longer, and was working at the time with some life coaches. I was trying to find a church that we could go to as a family, and I wanted my daughter raised in a church. And she told me about this church, said I should check it out. I came one Sunday with me and my daughter when she was about maybe 2 months old, and I really liked it, so we just kept coming back.
My oldest brother Lester was at Blake High School, and pastor went to do a sermon there, and he invited kids to the program KAA, and my brother was so excited about that, and he wanted to join and see what it was about, and it just went from there. Just went and experienced the church, and we really liked it. We just started coming.
It means to me a family, and I gather are a family of believers here at this church, and as a family we experience all things you experience in families. We experience those things that are joyful, we experience those things that are sorrowful. And some of the joy things I've experienced, my wife and I and our grandchildren have experienced since we've been here, has been, we've seen marriages, we've seen births, we've seen conversions, we've seen just outstanding worship, we've seen all sorts of outstanding speakers, and we've seen how we can come together as a family and help each other. Now, on the reverse side, though, we've also seen some sorrowful things. You know, we've seen sicknesses, we've seen deaths where folks has actually passed on, and we've come to a greater understanding of passing on since we've been a member here.
Finding that fellowship to be your church family, it means using your talents in the church for the greater purpose of the church. It means that's your family. You experience everything together. They're there for you. They call you when you need it. When my daughter had surgery about a year ago, she was really sick, and I'm not the type of person to ever call and ask for help myself. But Sister Deborah, pastor, were calling almost every day to check on her, to see how things were going. And it was a really rough time for me, and they really helped get me through it, between them and some of my other church friends.
It'll have to be being accountable in the church and even outside of the church, you know. A lot of friends or people you're close to can go down the wrong path, but you have to be with them the entire time, you know. You never know what someone's going through, so just showing respect and kindness to anyone and everyone. So, I had a real sick family member, and the same person, he came to church, and his wife was real sick as well, and we had the common sickness going there, so we were there for each other, you know, read devotionals, and we'll go to each other's house and pray for each other and the family, stay strong, you know, because, you know, a lot of things aren't planned. You can have something planned for yourself, but when it is nothing compared to God's plan, you know, so you just gotta just pray for the best.
It probably doesn't matter what Henry McGriff Jr. likes. What matters is, what does God like? God likes, I believe, for us to follow Matthew 28:19 and 20, where he told us to go and make disciples of the world. I like this church's body, believe this leadership of this particular church, because we do that.
I like the fellowship. I like the friends that I've made, that I can consider family. I like that my daughter has grown up now for the past 4 years with people with other kids that she can call friends now for life. I really like the children's program, the children's choir, our choir, and just the fun that you can have while worshiping Christ.
Family and the fellowship. There's always someone here for you, no matter what. You always have friends. You could bring them to the church and they'll love it. People here, the leadership, have real good leadership here. You know, there's always someone trying to put you in your place and keep you there, you know.